I thought I'd start off in what I think is probably almost total darkness. This is how I normally see the sky. Patrick Moore has just died at the age of 88, I think. So thought I'd do a quick tribute video. So we may not agree with his politics, or we may agree with his politics for that matter. But for me, Patrick Moore is quite important, and he dates from a time in my life before I was interested in politics, and I think we can ignore that. So he's just died. Famous xylophone player, brilliant publicist of science, brilliant enthusiast for astronomy. He had no formal training in astronomy apparently, and also a brilliant xylophonist, but I haven't got a xylophone, so I can't treat you to anything like that. And obviously presented the Sky at Night from 1957 to last Monday, 6 days before his death. Maybe it was recorded, I don't know. Anyway, so what I do have is I have books. Guinness Book of Astronomy, 1977, by Patrick Moore. This really enthused me about astronomy. It's got loads of information about it. I'm sure he didn't do it on his own, but it's just amazing. It really, you know, I still use it now. Also had a sense of humour. He presented a programme called One Pair of Eyes, which looked at independent thinkers. So we can provide you with a picture. And there he is, Patrick Moore, not playing xylophone at all. That was about flat earthers, creationists, the Asteroid Society. He's also possibly the perpetrator of a hoax about Cedric Allingham, who was allegedly a UFO abductee in I think the 50s. He also wrote some children's science fiction. I read them, but I sort of grew out of them and I gave them away, so they're not around anymore. And he wrote The Next 50 Years in Space, which again is an inspiring book, but rather disappointing because, you know, it's like, where's my jetpack type thing. Nowadays, it's just a bit, it makes me a bit sad. Contributed to these books on Jupiter and Saturn, and a load of others in the series as well, but I haven't got those. And edited that, Astronomy Encyclopedia, also the Astronomy Yearbooks, and contributed to that, which is essentially, I think, a collection of those other two. So yeah, I mainly remember him for that. I hope he was responsible for the hoax, because that's brilliant. And he's a great loss. And I just think, you know, really, really enthusiastic bloke concerning astronomy, the moon, all that sort of stuff. The stuff that's about basically the whole of the universe, and our tiny little blue dot doesn't really matter that much. And I just think that's just fantastic. And you know, on this tiny little blue dot, he may have disagreed with how to run that tiny little blue dot with us, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't a fantastic and wonderful bloke. And it's a shame he's gone. And I think he should, if in accordance with, you know, the wishes of his family, if his family agrees, his ashes of anyone in the world ever deserve to be sent into space. And I just really hope that happens.